Now that we've covered how to uncover implied pain points, let's talk about the other side of the coin, implied objectives. Because every buyer has two conversations going on at once. There's the one they write down in the RFP, the official list of objectives, and then there's the one happening behind the scenes, the real goals that explain why those objectives exist in the first place. Finding those implied objectives is like uncovering the why behind the what. Let's start with the basics. Every performance work statement lists explicit objectives. Usually the whole section is titled objectives, right? Objectives like this: deliver training to 200 staff, provide 24/7 help desk coverage, upgrade legacy systems. These are straightforward. You can point at them in the document. But when you stop there, you miss the deeper motivation driving the requirement. For example, an RFP might say upgrade legacy systems, but the implied objective might be we need to modernize before the system becomes a political liability. Or another one, the contractor shall provide logistic support. The implied objective, we can't afford another year of delayed shipments that make us look unprepared during audits. Those unspoken objectives are powerful because they're emotional, not procedural. They connect to the buyer's personal or organizational stakes, what they stand to lose or gain. So how do you uncover them? Well, you start by reading narrative sections of the RFP carefully. The background, the mission statement, the current environment paragraphs that most people skip, that's where intent hides. If they emphasize improving readiness or strengthening resilience, that tells you what really matters. Then go beyond the document. During capture, when you're talking with the program managers or end users, don't just ask what they need. Ask why they need it. Why now? Why this approach? What changes if this succeeds? Questions like, who benefits the most if this program succeeds? Or what's the biggest win your leadership would want to see? Or if this project exceeded expectations, what would that look like? Those questions reveal the implied objectives, the positive outcomes they're trying to achieve, not just the problems they're trying to avoid. For instance, in a cybersecurity project, the objective might be maintain compliance, but the implied objective could be restore leadership confidence and reduce public risk. That's huge, a huge difference, right? Let me do this again. Cybersecurity project, you might hear it explicitly as maintain compliance. But then when you really think about the implied objective, it is restore leadership's confidence and reduce public risk. Another one, in a facilities contract, the objective might be maintain 98% uptime. The implied objective, make our office feel modern and safe for employees returning after years of remote work. You see the difference? One is measurable, the other is meaningful. Your win theme has to speak both. Because the evaluator's checklist will score your compliance, but their decision will be influenced by emotion, by whether they feel your solution will actually help them achieve their larger goal. I want you to pause here for a second and jot this one down. Explicit objectives satisfy requirements. Implied objectives satisfy leadership. Again, explicit objectives satisfy requirements. Implied objectives satisfy leadership. That one line will remind you where the real decision power sits. When you align your win theme to those implied objectives, you're no longer just writing about what you'll deliver. You're writing about what success will look like for the customer. And that's what makes your proposal resonate on every level. Our next lesson will put both pieces together, pain and purpose. And I'll show you how to turn them into a clear, persuasive benefits that form the heart of your win theme.